Hi. How you doing? I ask that every day because I care about how you're doing. Because every day is different from one day to the next. So that's why I ask, because I want to know how you are. And because I know that stuff happens to you all the time, good stuff and bad stuff. And sometimes when the bad stuff happens, it's really hard to accept it. It's hard to do something about it. It's hard to know what to do. And there's this prayer. I looked it up, but the prayer's not really in the Bible so much. It was written by somebody a while ago. I don't have the name on me, but it was written a while ago. But people use this. And they use it to figure out how to live their lives, to deal with the stuff that they have to deal with. And the prayer is the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Now, I've heard that prayer a lot in my life. And I started thinking about it this week. What does it mean? How do we use it? Does it work? It's asking God for what's going on and how do I deal with it. But it's pretty specific. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. So let me see. I looked up serenity in the Bible. Psalm 29:11, the Lord gives strength to his people, and the Lord blesses his people with peace. That would be your serenity. The Lord will give you peace. Psalm 29:11, the Lord gives strength. Oh, that's the same one. Psalm 4, verse 8, I go to bed and sleep in peace. Lord, only you keep me safe. So where do we get serenity from? We get it from God. God gives it to us. And we're asking him, God, give me the serenity. Give me the serenity specifically to accept things that I cannot change. Give me the serenity to deal with losing my child. Give me the serenity for having to get a new job. Lord, can you give me the serenity to keep my family together? I cannot fix that. I cannot change it. I just have to accept what's going on. All right, that's the first part. Second one is, give me the courage to change the things I can change. So I looked that one up. Courage. Isaiah 41:10. Don't worry, because I am with you. Don't be afraid, because I am your God. I will make you strong, and I will help you. I will support you with my right hand that saves you. Isaiah 43, verses 2-3. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you cross rivers, you will not drown. When you walk through fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not hurt you. This is because I, the Lord and your God, I, the Holy One of Israel, I am your Savior. I gave Egypt to pay for you. I gave Cush and Seba to make you mine. And Romans 8:15-17. The spirit that we received is not a spirit that makes us slaves, again, to fear. The spirit that we have makes us children of God. And with that spirit we say, Father, dear Father. And the Spirit himself joins with our spirits to say that we are God's children. Courage. God gives us the courage to change the stuff that we can change. If the job is not working for you, give me the courage so that I can change my job. If my house is a mess, give me the courage to clean the house. If my husband is sick, give me the courage to talk him into going to the doctor. And then wisdom. God grant me the wisdom to know the difference between having to accept it and fighting for it. The wisdom that comes from God, from James 3:17, is like this. First, it is pure. Then, it is also peaceful, gentle, and easy to please. The wisdom is always ready to help those who are troubled. The wisdom is fair and honest. James 1:5, if any of you needs wisdom, you should ask God for it. He enjoys giving to all people, so God will give you wisdom. Serenity, courage, wisdom. Maybe with those three things, we can get through the tough stuff, the stuff that we're afraid of. If you look it up online, and want to deal with acceptance, want to figure out, they say there's 5 things to be able to have serenity about the things you can't change, to have the courage to change the things that you can, and to understand the difference and know which one is which. And the 5 things that they talk about are: stop trying to change yourself, meaning you are who you are. If you relax and allow that to be, you can get through. If you have fears, let go of the fear and say to yourself, what's this going to do for me? And what's the best thing that could happen? There's a bunch of others, but you know what? You know what to do. I got to look at, what can I change? What can I not change? And what I cannot change is where my daughter is right now. I cannot change the weather, the cold. But I can wear a coat against the cold. And I can talk to Kali even if she's up in heaven. And I can think about her like I did before she went there. I cannot change the decisions that other people make, but I can make my own. And all of this I can do with the help from God. I don't know. There's going to be times when this prayer is not going to help me. There's going to be times that I just am grasping so that life would be the way I want it to be. It's not always going to be that way. So maybe if I can just take a second and say the prayer, maybe that will just calm me down a little bit to get through the next day and the next. Maybe if I remember that even if the prayer doesn't come from the Bible, the ideas do, and the help comes from God to help us to accept what we can't change, to help us to have the courage to change what needs to be changed, and to know which is which. It's not a bad way to start the morning, is it? To say the words that help you get through the rough parts of that day and the happy parts. There's a longer version of it. I'm going to read it to you. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardship as a pathway to peace. Taking, as he did, this sinful world as it is, not as I would like it. Trusting that he will make all things right if I surrender to his will, that I may be reasonably happy in this world and supremely happy in the next. So maybe Colleen figured it out, and now she's going to be supremely happy where she is. If you can accept things as they are, that you have no control over, maybe that calmness will come over you. If you can get the strength to change the stuff you need to change, you'll get that peace come over you. I don't know if this makes any sense. I don't know. And if it doesn't, you tell me, and I will find the courage to change it the next time. Find the serenity. Find the acceptance. And find the strength. I love you. I miss you a lot. But we'll be together soon. Take care.